Today we are making tteokbokki, which is a Korean street food, and this is the last episode of when my mom came to visit and she cooked for 1 week, so please enjoy. What is tteokbokki? It's translated to spicy rice cake and is the most fundamental street food dish you can find in Korea. However, the spicy version of tteokbokki was not the original version and is actually a product of constant evolution. Tteokbokki has a long history in Korean food history since it traces back to the royal palace and even is a product of the Korean War. First, you will want to make 2 hard-boiled eggs so that you can garnish the tteokbokki with it. Now you're going to want to add 1.5 cups of water to a deep frying pan. Then you're going to want to add 1 big spoonful of gochujang. Chop up half an onion and put it in the pan. Stir all the ingredients together. Now you're going to want to add the dashta, which is the Korean soup stock. We added about 1 tablespoon of dashta. At this point, you're going to raise the temperature to a high heat. Add 3 cloves of garlic diced, and then also add a little bit of pinch of ginger. You don't ever want to add too much ginger because it gives it too much of a spice, but just a little bit of ginger goes a long way. Add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Add about 1 tablespoon of Korean red pepper flakes. Then season with black pepper. Then my mom decided she wanted to add more onions, so she cut another 1/4 onion, so there was a total of 3/4 onion in this dish. My mom wanted to remove all the extra bubbles because the foam was making the broth unclear, so I recommend also that you remove all the foam or extra bubbles in the broth so that you have a very clear soup. My mom took 4 sheets of fish cake and cut them into small slices so they're little pieces of fish cake in the soup, and they taste so good in the soup. Now we're going to add the tteokbokki into the pan, which is the rice cake. And we did basically a bowl full of that to add to this, and it comes very last towards the end of the recipe because it doesn't have to cook as long. I'll sprinkle it with 1 teaspoon of sugar. Now you're going to want to cook the rice cake until it's very tender, and once it reaches that tenderness, that desired tenderness, like as if it was like pasta and it's soft, then the tteokbokki is ready for you to eat. My mom wanted to add a little bit more dashte towards the end of cooking the soup. She felt like it lacked a little bit of flavor. I mean, it had a lot of flavor, but she just wanted to add a little bit more, so it doesn't hurt to taste while you're cooking because you can always add a little bit more if you feel like your recipe's lacking something. Of course, we have to add green onions. It wouldn't be Korean without green onions. So we added 2 chopped up green onions to the top of this delightful dish, and of course it's kind of more of a garnish to make it look really pretty. It has that great look to it whenever you add green onion, and the colors contrast very well, but also it tastes really good. Then you cut the 2 hard-boiled eggs in half and you put it on top of the tteokbokki to finish the garnish off. to make it look really, really beautiful. Look how good that looks, and yes, I'm ready to eat it. I don't know about you. Now it's time to plate this delicious street food recipe, and I can't wait for you to try it. So please comment down below if you enjoyed making this delicious recipe, if you do get a chance to make it, and also what your Korean food recipe was from this series. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will post a new video, and you don't want to miss it, so go ahead and hit that notification bell. Well, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you stay encouraged.